Hi guys, we're going to take you on a day to see a max effort lower body day today. So like I said, we're starting off with a lower body max effort day. We're working up to a 5 rep max on a high box squat using a safety bar. This would be classed as a sub max as it's not working up to a 1 rep max, instead working up to a rep max. So why do we work up to max effort work when doing training for powerlifting? So working up to max effort work would increase intermuscular conditioning. This means the amount of motor units you'd be able to use whilst lifting. It also helps to increase intermuscular conditioning as well. So that helps the muscles work together in a more fluid and effective manner. That obviously helps you complete the movement in a much more stable way. For example, if you don't know how to strain under a weight, it's really hard to keep in a good position and strain through that weight. Training the max effort way will help you get over that point. And here we are, as you've seen, we've worked up through the weights. We're now at 185 kilos. The safety bar weighs 25 kilos. The reason we use a safety bar is it moves the weights in front of you, so it's always trying to push you forward. So you've got to stay in a good position, push your shoulders and your head back to make sure that you maintain a good squatting position. It also teaches you to stop leaning forward while doing a normal squat with a normal straight bar, which is an issue I had in my last comp with my 225 attempt where I leaned too far forwards and missed the lift. We're now moving on to 205 kilos. Everything's felt really good so far, moved really nicely, and here we are going to the 205 kilos. Wasn't really sure going into exercise what I would get with this 5 rep max, so it's just going up to what felt like a good max. As you can see here, the first few were moving really nicely. Start to slow down on that third rep a little bit. We're then going to come in to the 4th, and up we go. There you go. You can see we're really slowing down now. Leant a bit too far forwards on that one, really trying to force the bar back. And as we come up again, yeah, see, lean forward too much, and that was it. We decided to stay there with a 205. We then moved on to some speed deadlifts. In this block, I'm doing all my deadlifts after my squats. So on max effort squat day, we'll do the speed dead afterwards, and on a max deadlift variation, we'll then do the speed squats before that. There's 170 kilos. We did 8 singles, trying to pull the bar as quickly as possible, nice and slow, and then fast through at the top, which is something that I need to work on. We then went on to some leg presses. We did 3 times 8 at 180 kilos. I really like this leg press that we have at Steel Physique. It moves on more of a pendulum motion than it does on a normal leg press where it slides up and down. This means it has more crossover to your squat and can really help you push that strength that you want to build for your squat, whilst also helping you build quad size. We then went on to some hip thrusts. Again, 3 sets of 8 on the hip thrust, 120 kilos we have here. So yeah, really trying to just get them out nice and quickly. Hip thrust, one of those exercises that I know I need to do but never really enjoy doing. We then go on to some isometric work. Here we're working on a single leg extension. Really important to have single leg work in your workout. Using a leg extension is a really easy way to have a isometric work in there without having to do something a bit more complicated like a split squat or even lunges. A much easier way of doing it. That's why I like to have it in at the end. We're then doing some back extensions. We're just doing these nice and light. We're using a 6 kilo kettlebell. Letting it hang down just to make it a little bit harder. Back extensions, lower back strength is something that's obviously really important in powerlifting. So back extensions are something that I like to keep in my training. Using obviously a GHD here. Most gyms should have a GHD in, so definitely recommend putting them in. We're now doing GHD sit-ups. These are a fantastic core variation. We're holding a 10 kilo sandbag, just letting ourselves come down nice and slowly, and then coming back up to the first position. These are one of my favourite core exercises to do. You really feel them afterwards and for a couple of days, even if you've not done them before. So do bear that in mind if you are going to do them. A really good way of strengthening the lower parts of the core. Help you have that strong core strength in the bottom of a squat. So again, I highly recommend doing them. I always do at least 1 core exercise, usually 2 core exercises on my lower body days. After this, we move into some wood choppers, which are a really good way of working the twisting motion, which is a motion that's often not trained very well in powerlifting. So the cable is on 50 kilos. I'm having to hold it in the set position and then bring it backwards and forwards as if I was sawing wood. But that's it for the exercise, the session, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave any comments on what you'd like to see in the channel. Also, if you'd like to book a session, the link will be in the description below.